compliments of the season. Today we'll be talking about episiotomy. That's the care we give women during childbirth. I am Dr. Laidi Jinodu. Welcome to Your Health Today with Dr. Jide, where we talk about everything pertaining to your health. If you've not subscribed to this channel yet, you're missing out. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notifications every time we post videos. Now, straight to the chase, we'll be following this outline. An episiotomy is an incision through the area between the vaginal opening and the anus. This procedure is intended to increase the vaginal opening to facilitate childbirth. Now, looking at our diagram here, we can actually put to perspective what we are talking about. Now, let's try to get our bearing here. Now, we have the baby's head crowning, we have the mother's anus, we have the mother's right thigh, the mother's left thigh. Now, you can see the baby bump. Now, why do we need an episiotomy? An episiotomy is needed in times of fetal distress, complicated birth, a long pushing stage of labor, a very large baby, what we call macrosomic baby, or preterm baby. The list goes on and on. But note this, that this episiotomy is only useful after the baby's head has passed the pelvic brim. That's the bony brim. If the baby's head is not even going through the bony brim at all, I don't even think you should even waste your time with an episiotomy. If the baby's head can pass the pelvic brim, but you notice that the vagina is probably too tight, that's the perineal area, you need to make an incision on this side, noted. Otherwise, there will be a tear. And the weakest link is between the vagina and the anus. Just here. That is the weakest link. If you allow this tear occur on its own, you just created a fistula, a recto-vaginal fistula. You just created an abnormal communication between the anus and the vagina, meaning stool will be passing through the vagina, flatus, that's fat, will be coming through the vagina. This, believe me, is very discomforting, embarrassing, and could predispose this woman to series of diseases that you just don't want to think about, series of infections, recurrent infections. So it's better avoided by giving this woman an episiotomy, just either on the left or on the right, because you want to avoid the anus. Now, the risks of an episiotomy are bleeding, swelling, infections, collection of blood in the perineal tissue. How do I get ready for an episiotomy, doctor? Health provider will get an informed consent from you. We'll get an history of allergy or current drugs you're using. There are some drugs that are contraindicated for any procedure. An example is probably heparin, because these drugs will make you bleed unnecessarily. You want to find out if there's an history of bleeding disorders, so that can be taken care of before the procedure is carried out. Now, what do you expect during an episiotomy? Your health provider, the doctor or the midwife, will give you a local anesthetic around the proposed region for the episiotomy. Note that if you already have an epidural or a spinal anesthesia in place, you do not need a local anesthetic. What happens after an episiotomy? After an episiotomy, once the baby is out and everybody is happy, the placenta is out, your health provider, your doctor, or your midwife would repair the episiotomy. That's the laceration made. This process is called an episography. After the episography, the doctor or the midwife examines the site and assesses it. Once it's clean enough, you'll be placed on some antibiotics, some pain relievers, and ask you to do some sitz baths. The sitz bath ensures that the wound is clean and encourages healing. You need to talk to your doctor or your health provider if you have any of the following: bleeding from the episiotomy site, foul smelling vaginal discharge, fever and chills, severe perineal pain. If you've just found this video interesting, I'll have you like, share with your friends, post your comments. I want to hear from you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you get notifications every time I post a video. Remember, health is wealth.